But first, on April 8, 1966, Time magazine put out a brand new cover wondering, is God dead? Well, this morning, 59 years later, the President of the United States told the world that America needs to bring God back. And I know what you're thinking. Donald Trump? The man who tweets like a cranky teenager drinking Red Bull at 3 a.m? The guy who spent his entire public life being brashed, boastful and, let's be honest, sometimes downright boorish. Yeah, that guy. And if you've ever cracked open a Bible, you'll know God has a habit of drawing straight lines with crooked sticks. And I agree, Trump is a pretty crooked stick. He's practically a pretzel. Then again, aren't we all? When even Donald Trump, whose humility is usually as hard to spot as Hunter Biden's tax returns, admits America is hopeless without a spiritual revival, well, maybe it's time to stop scoffing and start paying attention. If God can speak through Balaam's donkey, he can well speak through a New York real estate developer.
We needed not just a political realignment, but also a spiritual reawakening. We did. And we have to bring back religion to America, because without borders, law and order, and religion, you really don't have a country anymore. We want religion brought back to America. We want to bring God back into our beautiful USA like never before. We want God back.
Whatever you think of Trump, it should be obvious to everyone Trump is right. The problems facing the West, bloated government, broken families, crime, the insistence that men can have babies, will never be solved by politics alone. Ultimately, they're spiritual problems. Politics is downstream from culture, and the culture, well, that's downstream from spirituality. And spiritually, we've been circling the drain for decades. All doubt about that was surely removed in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death, with so many people openly celebrating his death as if murder was a virtue.
Violence, and he got shot. Did you see that? Oh man, Charlie Kirk. You know, to the Charlie Kirk family. Did you see all that blood that came out of his body? It was like,
And yet, into that ugliness walked Charlie Kirk's widow. 11 days after her husband's murder, Erika Kirk stood at his funeral and provided an alternative worldview.
On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
The applause lasted 45 seconds. Just consider that for a moment. A standing ovation and applause for forgiveness. And she made clear the forgiveness she was offering wasn't offered because she was some kind of halo-polishing saint.
I forgive him because it was what Christ did.
That's not Oprah. That's not self-help. That's the Christian message. The killer didn't deserve forgiveness, but then again, neither do we. But if we expect Jesus to forgive our mountain of sins, well, maybe we need to forgive the molehill of wrongs others have done to us. The choice is pretty simple: Christ or chaos. And for 60 years, we've chosen chaos. How's that worked out? And then there was Elon Musk, not exactly the poster child for Sunday school, but even he couldn't escape the gravity of the moment.
Why was he killed?
He was killed because his words made a difference, because he was showing people the light, and he was killed by the dark.
Lightness and darkness, and then Elon Musk started tweeting Bible. He posted this line from the Lord's Prayer to his social media account: "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." So what you've got is a crass, rude leader of the free world saying, we need God. And you've got Elon Musk, a man who builds rockets, electric cars and AI robots, suddenly admitting his billions won't cut it. He's in just as much need of mercy as Charlie Kirk's killer, and as much need as you or I. Trump joked that the message of forgiveness was too hard.
He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erika. But now Erika can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent. Charlie's angry. Look at that. He's angry at me now.
There's a very flawed individual admitting publicly just how flawed he is. So flawed, he doesn't even know if he can live up to the Christian message. All the more reason to reach out to God. So maybe there's hope for Donald Trump. And for all that Trump haters, hey, if God can soften even the heart of Donald Trump, maybe there's hope for all of us after all. So here we are, almost 6 decades after Time magazine wondered if God was dead. Now the widow of a slain man is applauded for forgiving. The leader of the free world is acknowledging the need for God, and the world's richest atheist turned God seeker is tweeting the Lord's Prayer. The most remarkable thing happened in America this morning. We saw what Charlie Kirk prayed for his whole life. Not revolution, but revival. Maybe, just maybe, Time magazine got it wrong. Maybe God isn't dead. Maybe he's just getting started.